Besties, do you have a second? Hey, friend.
Hey, best friend. Girl, what you doing?
Hey, the best squad. It's your girl, Ebony, the best. Guys, I have a few topics for us to go through, but before I get started, let me start by saying everything I'm about to say is all alleged, all in my opinion, and it's all for entertainment purposes that is covered by the copyright law fair use. But guys, let's get into these hot topics.
Do me a favor, don't talk to me.
So the best squad, I am here to put out some hot topics, baby. Did Carlos King help to push the narrative that Porsha Williams was arrested? And we're gonna get into an interview that I saw Melody did, and yeah, it was good. But first, let's get into this hot topic. So, guys, y'all aware of the Facebook fan page for the Real Housewife of Atlanta? Now, I'm a fan of Porsha, but I don't really get into it like that since, all the real OGs are no longer on there. But this was posted and it was like, Real Housewife of Atlanta, Porsha Williams, was arrested today for driving 78 miles in a 55 zone and having a suspended license. So, Claudia Carlos and I think his name is Justin, they were there interviewing, I think her name is Latrice, because I really don't watch Bell Collective, to be honest. And when she got off, Claudia says, "Oh, breaking news." And she went in to say that the news was about Porsha. Carlos now was like, "What? You're Portia's basically BFF. You were always with her. How come you didn't know that she was arrested today?" Okay, well, that was yesterday. So I'm like, okay, so let me let y'all hear what took place on the panel, and look how easy it was to find out that this so-called incident took place 2014.
Yeah, all right. Woo.
Wow. Okay. I like that. They're healthy. We just got some breaking news. Did you see the breaking news that just happened just now about
No.
Real Housewives
What?
of Atlanta?
What?
Porsha Williams got arrested.
What?
As it sounds. So before everybody goes crazy, she was driving, arrested yesterday. She was driving 78 in a 55. Why were they 78 ain't on a suspended license?
Okay.
So, yeah.
well,
Wait.
it happened.
Back up. Claudia, Jordan, you have the breaking news. So please let us know in a very clear and succinct way what is going on.
According
what happened?
According to CBS 42, officers arrest. Oh, I'm sorry.
Not the best squad. Now, it would have been at that moment where I say, "Oh, wait a minute, this is a fakery," because you was reading from whatever it is that you was reading, and it wasn't real. Because you know what? Let me let y'all finish hearing this.
Look, that's another one. Hold on, that's another one. Hold on, that's another one. That's something else. A speeding violation on a suspended license. Porsha Williams said she was suspended. Her license was suspended. Driving on a suspended license. Driving 78 miles per hour in a 55 mile an hour zone. Arrested yesterday. So that's the breaking news that just came out. So it's not that juicy. It's not. She's not stealing. I mean, who hasn't driven 78 in a 55 mile an hour zone? I mean, I kind of think they were probably being paid. I think I think if she didn't have a suspended license, allegedly, that would have just been like a $120 ticket. So
Her mugshot about to be cute.
it's gonna be pretty.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Legal notes. Yes, Nathan J. Legal notes. It just
Claudia
came
with
out.
the legal note. Okay, so but Claudia, is she home? Did she
Let
get
me see.
released?
I think she is. I think she's already out.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyway, so while they were there still talking about Porsha getting allegedly arrested, baby, so Carlos, you could see that he was busy now on his phone trying to text Porsha. But the whole thing of it is like, okay, if she was allegedly arrested, TMZ would have been on it. The neighborhood would have been on it, right? People would have been all over this story. So I'm just confused as to why they took this up from a fan page and decide to run with the story. And nobody seemed to say, let me Google, let me run over to TMZ, let me do this, let me do that. But they ran with it. But I decided to go and Google, okay? I want to see if Porsha did get arrested. And baby, this is what I came up with. So I asked the Google, did Porsha get arrested? It said yes, Porsha was arrested on December 29th of 2014 for speeding and driving with a suspended license after being pulled over for driving 76 miles in a 55-mile zone on High 20 in Georgia. The license was suspended for failure to appear for previous citation. Date of incident, December 29th of 2014. Or 2014. God, I'm getting it correct. But, y'all, fake news, fake news, fake news. Porsha was never arrested. This was 2014. Claudia and her panel with Carlos and them was not doing their, what do you call it? They call themselves, what do they call themselves? Reporters or journalists? Not. Okay? Anyway, y'all, let's move on to our girl Melody. She had an interview with Focus Point, and basically they were talking about, you know, her accomplishment, what she's been up to. So let's get into that, y'all. And don't forget to hit the like, comment, subscribe button. Definitely talk to y'all in the comment section or in my next video. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Our next guest wears many crowns. She's an award-winning producer, entrepreneur, chart-topping singer, and the powerhouse behind 7th Avenue Beauty. She is all about purpose, pivoting, and power. Please welcome Dr. Melody Shari Rogers. How are you today, doctor?
I'm doing great. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me.
You began your career as a middle school teacher. How did that experience shape your communication and leadership today?
My degree is in English education, and I did teach middle school English for 3.5 years. What I wanted to do, like when I made the decision to go in the classroom, is I wanted to be able to show students who looked like me that it didn't matter where you came from, what neighborhood you grew up in, what family you were born into, you could still be successful, you could beat the odds. And I wanted them to be able to see that, right, in real life every day. And so that was part of my purpose in going into the classroom. And, you know, as a natural leader, I was able to, during my, tenure as an educator, I was able to take my students, from a 2nd grade reading level and get them up to that 7th grade reading level, right? And just really taking charge and knowing how to do goal setting and goal planning, and then actually putting the action in place to make those things happen. But being a teacher was amazing. I still teach now, just to a different audience, versus middle schoolers. I actually teach adults. I have a property preservation class where I've created over 1,200 entrepreneurs to date. And so I still get to tap into that love for teaching and just being a leader, a natural leader, just with a different audience.
Teaching is something that we can do across all industries and spectrums. And thank you for being a teacher and being an educator, because that's no easy feat, and we need great educators today. So thank you. So you have pivoted across many industries, from real estate to skincare, music, and media. What guiding principles would you say grounded you when you made these bold moves?
1, trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Be able to operate in purpose in a way that is not bringing harm to others. As long as what you're doing and what you feel is your goals in life, and it's making you feel fulfilled and it's not harming others at the same time, that's always at the forefront. So for everything that I've been able to pivot and go into, it's all been things that I've been passionate about. It's things that I've naturally had a love for, right? And I also stand on the principle of, no matter what industry you're in, make sure that you're being fair to your clients, and also make sure you're being fair to yourself, right? Yeah. So whether for me that was bidding on a custom home, or that was bidding on a repair project that I needed to do, I always wanted to make sure that the price I was giving my client was something that they would feel good about. They were not getting the short end of the stick, and neither was I.
Absolutely. Reciprocal fairness is the thing. You know, I often tell people that I love to project high vibrations and positive energy, and that is what comes back. So I love that you said that. Thank you. As a co-founder of Nubian TV and co-founder of Tilted Crowns Productions, you're creating space for authentic storytelling. What kinds of stories are you most passionate about bringing to the screen?
You know, we have an amazing reality television show on Nubian called Sharnita's World. And Sharnita and her family are from Alabama. And so I'm from Alabama, right? And who would have thought that, you know, a young lady from Alabama was able to create a reality television show that has now continued to last for so long. And I think that I always wanted to kind of put the spotlight on Alabama when it came to entertainment, because we do have talented people here. You know, we hear about New York, California, even Atlanta, right? But I always felt and knew that Alabama has a strong arts community as well, where we have actors, we have actresses, we have talented people, we have successful people, we have Black millionaire people here in Alabama as well. So just moving that mindset from the rural mindset that people think of when they think of Alabama has definitely been far rewarding for me. And so for me, I am aiming to continue to spotlight those areas that are typically not tapped into.
Dr. Melody, you are a mother, an entrepreneur, and an artist. You do a lot of things. How in the world do you balance it all?
Very good question. But what's interesting is I actually don't believe in balancing. And I say that, you know, pretty often because I don't believe there's ever a time where there's an equal exchange of anything when it comes to all the things that I do on a daily basis, right? So what I believe in is prioritizing. So if today my daughter is sick or my son is sick, then that's the priority. If everybody's good while they're at school, I'm hustling, I'm bustling all day, right? And so then that's a priority. If there's a contract that has to be done today and it's due today, then that may be the priority, right? So I definitely prioritize versus trying to stress myself out and spending years trying to figure out something that does not exist. I don't believe that there is a balance.
Well, that is very interesting perspective, and I'm sure our viewers appreciate it. I know I've been blessed. Thank you so much, Doctor, for joining us here today on Focal Point.
Thank you.
Baby shining bright like a diamond, meditate daily, baby enlightened, baby make racks, baby spend cash, baby go get it and she don't gotta ask, baby gon' run it up like an athlete, plays gold at the track meet, at the stadium show going super hard, cause baby a superstar, just bought a crib out of